Chloe, your word is solely.
Can I get a definition, please? As a deer pants for flowing streams, so pants my soul for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God?
My brother got custody of me when he was 18 years old, and I was 18 months old. I grew up in an atheist household and a very abusive household, so life wasn't very good for me, not at school either. So I was really searching for something and just like searching for happiness. But I got taken away from my brother when I was 15 years old and put in a foster care, and little did I know that those would be the best years of my life. So my friends really got me plugged in at church, and I got saved when I was 16, and ever since then it's been awesome. Like, I got plugged in and had great friends, and I have a great family, and I'm getting adopted. So even when I have bad days and bad weeks or bad months or bad seasons, I just know that I always have hope, and that comes from God, because God is solely my hope.
My tears have been my food day and night, while they say to me all the day long, where is your God? These things I remember as I pour out my soul. How would I go with the throng and lead them in procession to the house of God with glad shouts and songs of praises, a multitude keeping festival? Why are you cast down, O my soul? Why are you within turmoil with me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him, my salvation and my God. My soul is cast down within me, therefore I remember you. From the land of Jordan, of Hermon, and Mount Mizar. Deep calls to deep as the roar of your waterfalls. All your breakers and your waves have gone over for me.
I was saved when I was 5 years old, and all throughout elementary school, I didn't really pursue a relationship with God or try and make my faith my own. I never did my devotions, and I really only prayed on Sundays or before dinner when my family did. When 5th grade came, I got really sick, and I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And for those of you who don't know, type 1 diabetes is when your pancreas stops producing insulin, and so my body couldn't have the energy that it needed to function through everyday life. I really let that destroy my self-worth for 2 years, and I told myself that I was unloved, that I was not worthy of anything, that I was going to be labeled as the sick kid all for the rest of my life. But God really showed me that his grace is sufficient and that his power is made perfect in weaknesses. Every storm that we go through, he is going to use it to bring him glory, and that we can use it to encourage others who might have the same story as us or be going through the same thing. And so he just grew me a lot through that, and I got to learn that he knit me together in my mother's womb, and that he made me who he wanted me to be, and that I have hope that I use it to glorify him now, and that when I get to heaven, I won't be a type 1 diabetic anymore. God is solely my strength.
By the day, Lord commands his steadfast love, and at night his song is within me, a prayer to the God of my life.
January 2012, I gave my life to the Lord, but before that, I was really hard on myself, and I woke up every day wanting to go back to bed. I really hated myself, and I would look in the mirror every morning and just kind of like look at myself and say, you're not good enough for anyone or for anything, and I hated being alive. But through all that, God showed me that I'm worth so much more than I think I'm worth, and that I'm so much more beautiful than I think I am, that he loves me no matter what I look like, no matter what I do, no matter what happens in my life, he loves me, and that he is so full of grace, and that no matter what I do, I could never be plucked from his hand. And for that reason, God is solely my confidence.
I say to God, my rock, why have you forgotten me? Why do I go mourning because of the oppression of the enemy?
A year ago today, my life changed forever. I found out that my parents would be getting a divorce. Growing up, my father was always abusive to my family and I, but it was all we had never known, so it was nothing new. Through all of this, I have had to rely on God more than I ever have in my entire life. The past 3 years of my life has been the most difficult, but yet most rewarding of my life. I have learned that in every situation, the Lord is always faithful, and he's always holding me in the palm of his hand. He has been gracious and protecting through every situation that I've gone through, and looking back at it, I can see his work in my life, and I'm so grateful for that. God is solely my protector.
As with a deadly wound in my bones, my adversaries taunt me, while they say to me all the day long, where is your God? Why are you cast down, O my soul, and why are you in turmoil within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him, my salvation and my God. Solely, S-O-L-E-L-Y, solely.